Chinese dynasty, 960 through 1279 CE, that could be considered their golden age when China saw many important inventions. There was a magnetic compass, had a navy, traded with India and Persia, paper money, gunpowder. Song dynasty. A philosophy that adheres to the teachings of the Chinese philosopher Confucius. It shows the way to ensure a stable government and an orderly society in the present world and stresses a moral code of conduct. Confucianism. In Confucian thought, one of the virtues to be cultivated, a love and respect for one's parents and ancestors. Filial piety. The Confucian response to Buddhism, by taking Confucian and Buddhist beliefs and combining them into this. However, it is still very much Confucian in belief. Neo-Confucianism. The oldest of the two major branches of Buddhism, practiced mainly in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Burma, and Cambodia. Its beliefs are relatively conservative, holding close to the original teachings of the Buddha. Theravada Buddhism. Great vehicle branch of Buddhism followed in China, Japan, and Central Asia. The focus is on reverence for Buddha and for Bodhisattva, enlightened persons who have postponed nirvana to help others attain enlightenment. It was a more user-friendly Buddhism that developed as Buddhism spread into East and Southeast Asia. Mahayana Buddhism. A Buddhist doctrine that includes elements from India that are not Buddhist and elements of pre-existing shamanism, a tradition of Buddhism that teaches the people can use special techniques to harness spiritual energy and can achieve nirvana in a single lifetime. Tibetan Buddhism. Quick maturing rice. Champa rice. The 1,100-mile waterway linking the Yellow and the Yangtze rivers. The Grand Canal. Chinese credit instrument that provided credit vouchers to merchants to be redeemed at the end of the voyage. Flying money. Turkic Empire ruled by sultans in Persia and modern-day Iraq. Established Turks as major ethnic group carrying Islam across Eurasia, along with Arabs and Persians. Seljuk Empire. The first Islamic government established within India from 1206 to 1520. Delhi Sultanate. The Caliphate after the Umayyads, who focused more on administration than conquering. 750 through 1258 CE. Abbasid Caliphate. Large Islamic-based library and learning center. House of Wisdom in Baghdad. An immensely popular development in Hinduism, advocating intense devotion toward a particular deity. Bhat move. An Islamic mystical tradition that desired a personal union with God divine love through intuition rather than through rational deduction and study of the Sharia. Sufism. A political system in which nobles are granted the use of lands that legally belong to their king in exchange for loyalty, military service, and protection of people who live on the land. Feudalism. A person under the protection of a feudal lord to whom he or she owes allegiance. Vassal. An agricultural labored bound under the feudal system to work on their lord's estate. Serf. Economic system during the Middle Ages that revolved around self-sufficient farming. Manorialism. A powerful state in the African interior. Great Zimbabwe. The dominant center of an important Mississippi Valley mound building culture. Cahokia. Classical culture in southern Mexico and Central America, contemporary with Teotihuacan. Maya city-states. Government or the holding of power by people selected on the basis of their ability. Meritocracy. The unification or blending of opposing people, ideas, or practices. Syncretism. A Japanese school of Mahayana Buddhism emphasizing the value of meditation and intuition. Zen Buddhism. The rational investigation of questions about existence and knowledge and ethics. Greek philosophy. Economic system in Inca society where people paid taxes with their labor and what they produced. Meta system. Floating gardens. Chinampas. A form of farming used in the Inca Empire. Waru agriculture. A rotational system for agriculture. One field grows grain, one grows legumes, and one lies fallow. 3-field system. A series of holy wars. Crusades. Rebirth. Renaissance. In 1054, divided medieval Christianity into Western branches. Great Schism. Any labor system that involves force. Coercive labor. Land granted by a lord to a vassal in exchange for loyalty and service. Fief. Religious communities where Buddha's followers stayed. Buddhist monks.